Hey everybody. Hey everybody. I just have something that I wanted to share with you guys. We're in the process of moving right now, and that's why we kind of been
Loop.
out of the loop lately. I haven't really been posting as much as I usually do. The last post, I remember mentioning that we were moving, and so what came to my heart is in this process for myself. I've had to let go of a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
I think she was not ready to let go of, man.
I wasn't ready to let go of,
honestly.
honestly.
Let go. I begged it.
It was really hard because some of the stuff over the years, was very sentimental to me and stuff that I thought I needed to hold on to. For whatever, to make me a better person, or hey, House of Nzambi, how you doing? Stuff basically that was gonna hold me down.
I felt like they were so a lot of them were just representational of a time where she had a lot more success, a lot more financial stability and stuff, and it was just like things that she was afraid to let go of because it's like almost like she didn't think she'd get them back. That's what that was my personal opinion.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
And so there's things that, like he said, that I'm so proud because this whole journey, like I've always been a spiritual person, but over the course of this, year and a half,
Mm-hmm. A lot of growing. Both of us.
And I've had to let go of a lot of stuff, as far as, family, friends, physical things, stuff that was, holding my spirit down, things that I didn't need to carry around anymore because it was doing more harm than good. And like I said, during the process, because everybody knows when you move, there's a lot of things that, you want to try to let go of during that move physically. So that you don't have to, kind of like Erykah Badu, you don't want to become a bag lady. You don't want to bring a whole bunch of stuff into the next situation, especially with this move that I'm going through right now. I'm moving from one part of California to a whole other part of California, from North to South California. And I knew in order for me to have a comfortable move, I was going to have to let go. And for it to be a smooth transition, I was going to have to let go. And I've been asking the Orishas and asking my ancestors and asking his ancestors, even doing my affirmations and my intentions every day. Please let this move be as smooth as possible. Please let this situation, be as smooth as possible. Please help me rid my life of anything that I don't need, doubts, fears, physical limitations, people that I don't need in my life anymore, because I want this for real to be like a fresh start, and I want this journey to continue to bring more peace and more prosperity and abundance to my life, and I can't do that if I'm holding on to a bunch of shit that I don't need, So honestly, it's like even more of a spiritual awakening for me, and it's even more of a I don't know, how to explain it.
Life lesson.
Life lesson, definitely, but more of a like a aha moment. Like, damn, I was holding on to that shit for so long that I thought I needed. And now that I actually let go of that shit, it's like, what the hell was I doing the whole time? Like, I was killing myself. Hey, what's up, poet? Like, I was literally killing myself. Shit that you hold on to for no reason can physically fuck you up for a long time. You won't even know it until you get up the courage and you get up the strength and you give up the fucking the endurance and all these things, to finally just be like, yo, I can't do this anymore. And honestly, it's blocking your blessings. You know what I'm saying? You let go of that shit, and it's like, yo, that shit hurt, but the next day, the next week, the next fucking month, you're like, oh my fucking God. I swear to God, as soon as I started letting shit go, he will be, yo, I swear to God, he will be my fucking, my testimony
witness.
to it, my witness to it. I'm so like wrapped up in my brain right now. He'll be my testimony and my witness that as soon as I started throwing shit away, started letting shit go, you know, shit just started happening. Like, the recess started you know, like, yo, okay, if you're gonna work, we're gonna put in some more work. And then slowly, surely, like, shit just started falling into place for us. Things started happening, like, I don't want to say miracle, because, you know, it's a test of faith. You know, these little challenges come into your life, and you're like, fuck, I don't know how I'm going to do this. How am I going to do that, you know?
This is depending on how you handle those situations, if you handle those challenges smoothly, if you handle them with faith and grace.
Yep.
And, you know, you get blessings. And, like, basically, we've seen just a lot of, she's trying to...
I'm trying to get some light for you guys.
But, yeah, basically, if you, you know, we've seen so many blessings come from just... remaining calm, even in the worst situations. We've come down to the dead last, where it's like, you know, we got like $5 left, and it's like, well, something's gotta come through soon, because we're gonna starve to death here. And then all of a sudden, things rush through, right? But it's because we maintain that, you know, that mentality where it's like, yo, we're gonna get taken care of. Our ancestors are looking out for us. The Orishas are looking out for us. And, I'm telling you, just let go. Don't hold on to things. If things seem like they're
going to get worse before they get better, let them get worse. Yeah. But it's all about your mindset and all about how you think things are going to happen. If you think things are going to be fucked up and things are going to keep on happening to you in a negative way, it's because you haven't trained your mind to think any other words. It's real though. Come on, Paul. You already know. You know, if you train your mind to think, I'm already rich, I already got this, these things I've already got in abundance, then that shit is gonna happen for you. But it's all about a mindset, and it's all about training your brain to, you know, to already want to receive that abundance. It's already you know, it's already instilled in you, but you gotta push yourself to really believe it. You know, the universe wants to help you, yo. The universe wants, hey, what's up, January? The universe wants to help you. The universe wants to be there for you. Your ancestors want to be there. They, you know, they want to help you out. Your Orishas want to help you. Everybody's got your back. But if what did they used to say when we were, you know, back in the day when we were reading the Bible and shit? You said it yesterday. What? There's work. You got to work, man.
Faith.
You know what I'm saying? Faith without works is dead. Yeah, yo. Like, that's real shit. So you could have all the faith in the world, but if you're not putting in the work behind that faith, if you're not making shit happen, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work because you don't really have faith. If you have faith in yourself and you put the work in, after that, shit is gonna fall in place for you, no matter what, because the universe wants it to happen. It's the universal law of attraction. That's big, because a lot of people don't believe in themselves, and that's why a lot of people feel the same way, and they go through the same cycle over and over and over again, because they're like, oh, I want this to happen. But what are you doing behind that?
Fear is a major component of that, though. Like, fear is what will make you have a lot of hesitations and make you have a lot of hesitations in life and stuff. You gotta let go of your fears, man. It's like we've just been preaching this the whole time. Well, she's been preaching it the whole time. You gotta let go, and fear is one of those things that you have to let go. You know, in my life, I have fears about things with my career and stuff like that I have to let go. You know, with you, you know, you got your own personal fears that you had to let go, and once you do start to let them go, you'll see how things start to snowball forward, man. So I don't know.
This last week has been detrimental to us because we were down to the wire with everything going on with this move. We were like, in any space, like, especially last year, I swear to God, we would have been, like I said in my last post, we would have been curled up in a ball somewhere trying to figure out trying to figure out how any of this was even gonna happen, if it was even possible, yo. But I think we've matured so much. We have an appreciation. Also, another big thing is gratitude. You have to fucking be grateful for the shit that you already have. Because if you're not grateful for the shit you already have, you aren't going to get shit. Anybody in this world always got it worse than you. You got to be grateful for everything you got in your life. If you're walking, talking, moving, if you're able to get up and get a drink of water, turn on a fucking light, whatever it is, you need to be grateful for that shit. Because honestly, if you're not grateful for that shit, then what are you even grateful for in life? You know what I mean? Like,
well, also, like in the video that we were watching today, they're just talking about how gratitude is like the cancellation of other things. Like, you cannot be grateful and fearful at the same time. You cannot be grateful and angry at the same time. You cannot be grateful and sad and depressed. So it's like, it's essential, like, to put that not just on autopilot, but to have that as a set practice thing, that when you wake up every morning, you have a list of things that you go through. I'm grateful that I can breathe. I'm grateful that I can move my arms. I'm grateful that I can move my toes. I'm grateful that I have running water. I'm grateful that, just go through all of the things in your life every day that you are happy to have, because there's so many things that happen on the daily, second by second, that we just take for granted. Like, those things will always be there, and they could be taken away at a second. You could get sick tomorrow and lose the ability to take care of yourself, and then somebody has to wash you and do all of this type of stuff for you. So just appreciate all those
hey, what's up, Tricky? Hey, what's up, Seven Chakras? How's everybody doing?
Yeah, so you just have to appreciate all of the things that are taking place in your life, and that's going to bring a whole new energy of fullness to your life, and, you know, give you this feeling it's almost like a physical warm feeling inside that, you know, if you focus on it, you can expand that to the rest of your life. Yeah.
Not only that, you guys, I mean, there's so much. It seems like it's a lot of work, but it's not as much work as you guys. Hey, what's up? Hey, mama, how you doing? So,
a little Brazil.
Yeah.
Do you watch the World Cup? Viva la Brazil.
So, with all that being said, also, now I don't know how about you guys, but me, I love to be of service to other people. I like to help other people. It warms my soul, and it's not because I even want anything in return. It's just like, that's just who I am as a human being. I love helping people out. I like to be able to, I don't know, like, call me a good Samaritan or whatever the hell you got to, but I've always been the type of person that feels like, you know, I have to be able to do for other people. Like, it's just in my nature. And I think it's really, you know, it's in anybody's nature. But with gratitude and appreciation for everything, you know, to be able to give to other people on any level, no matter what your...
Poet just said that.
Yeah, give, exactly. Hey, what's up, love? You know, to be able to give to other people and be a service to other people on whatever level. You know, if you're a teacher, you know, help a student after, you know, school, you know, that you're drawn to, or a group of people, you know. If you're an artist, help somebody, you know. If you're in the music industry, help somebody. If you're a lawyer, help somebody pro bono, you know. Whatever it is you're good at, whatever talent you have, give to somebody else, because somebody else is just as hungry as you are, and you never know how much that you would touch somebody else's life if you don't try.
Helping them out a little bit, yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to help somebody, you know, and you'll be amazed with that and gratitude and affirmations and all that, how much of a life changer that will be to you guys, man.
It's a recipe, man. Like, it's a recipe. Like, there's several ingredients to this recipe that leads to peace and tranquility and transcendence, the ability to transcend all of these type of rough situations. It's a recipe, but, you know,
success.
Exactly. But we're going to be giving you little piece by piece and uploading it to the YouTube channel and sharing just what we've been learned and what we've been taught, because it's not like we're coming up with anything new. We're not gurus or like some type of supernatural human beings.
Not at all.
We've been learning this from other people, so we're just gonna pass it forward to the people who are in her
Pay
audience,
it forward.
in my audience,
Yep.
exactly, right? And you know, just continue sharing that. You guys go and share to your audience.
Yep.
You guys have to continue spreading this message so that this world could get better. There's so
Each
many
one
things.
teach one.
There's so many things that can make you
Hey,
feel
what's up, Muffs?
There's so many things that can make us feel sick every day, that can make us feel like the hope and the light has gone out of the world. Like we see this stuff every day, and it can beat you down. Like just the daily news about families being torn apart.
Yeah, for real, man. Horrible,
and
dude.
children dying and being ripped away from their parents in the physical form forever. You understand? So it's like there's so many things that can tear you down from day to day. So it's essential to have these daily ingredients that you practice and mix into your daily, you know, your daily batter of life.
With that being said, let me piggyback off of that real quick, because you're the one that taught me that the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes
of
every day are
most
very detrimental to every being on this planet. What are you doing in the first 20 minutes of you getting awake, and what are you doing in the last 20 minutes of you going to sleep? The first 20 minutes for the last 2 months, I've been getting up, playing my affirmations, going to the Boveda, talking to my ancestors, playing motivational speeches and stuff like that, uplifting myself, meditation, you know.
Yep.
Hey, what's up, Emily?
Yep.
It's definitely a constant battle. Man, I've been fighting back and forth with myself. Hey, what's up, Tasha? It's constant. We're only human, you know. But this is why I'm saying we're a community. You see somebody kind of, you know, slipping. What do you do, man? If you see your brother slipping, you see your sister slipping, you see somebody you love slipping, you gotta uplift them. You gotta, hey, you're slipping. I'm gonna help you up, but I'm not gonna let you fall back into that constant destruction of yourself.
That side note, though, that person has to want to help themselves.
That
because
part.
as much as you reach out to somebody who's slipping, if they keep on just using you as a rope and they're not using you as a flotation device so that they can start to swim themselves, they will eventually drag you down.
And that's what I was saying earlier. You gotta let go at some time, you know.
At some point, you gotta let go.
Because you don't want toxic relationships inside of your life either. Because all of the stuff that you've done for yourself, and you working on yourself, and trying to be that for other people that don't want to be that for themselves. That's kind of like, that's backpedaling in a way, you know. I'm not saying don't help them. You know, because, I mean, we do got to help each other. But there has to be a point where you're like, dude, like, I don't know what else you want. Believe me, I have people like that in my life right now. Where I'm like, dude, like, I'm trying. But I had to cut it off at some point, because what can you do? You know, those people, they just going to keep on, you know, repeating that cycle.
I think somebody on that said that. I think Poet said that. But, like, in that situation, it's just like you continue to provide them with the information to help themselves. But then at a certain point, it's like, all right, well, I have to cut off my energy from you. When you are ready to open these doorways to the light, then I will be here to help guide you and help you walk closer to the light. But until you're ready to open those doorways yourself, I can no longer have my energy be intermingled or tied with yours, because you're gonna dampen my brightness. You know what I'm saying? And it sounds cold and it sounds like heartless, but it isn't. It was actually the opposite, because you have to care about yourself
more.
You have to love yourself more in the situation than anything else. You have to love yourself. You cannot love somebody else until you can love yourself. So until you can show that love to yourself to say, look, this is hurting me at this point, I have to cut this off, then you'll never be able to show that person how to love themselves. That will be an example to them of how to love themselves. Then they can say, man, shit, you know, maybe they're right. Maybe I do got to work harder at this. And then they start working harder. Now you can come back. And now they know how to deal with other people in their lives because of the way that you dealt with them.
Right.
Understand? So it's not It's not hateful or harmful at all.
No.
It's all love.
Yeah, it will drain your energy, but that's what I'm saying. Like, you, and the jealousy, man, I'm all too familiar with the jealousy thing. Like, the more you start feeling good for yourself, and it's like, that's one of the things in the conscious community. People are just like, oh, everything's all, fucking peachy keen all the fucking time. And it's not. This is a fucking constant journey that we're going on. We constantly have to work on ourselves just to, and it's not even just to stay afloat. It's just, like, to make sure that, what was that? My mom is watching you guys too. Hug from Brazil. Aww. That's what I like to hear. Like I said, it's a constant journey, but the more you work on yourself, and it's not even like a bad enlightenment. It's like, like, I can't even believe how I feel right now, because I feel way better right now than I did like 3 or 4 years ago. Now I understand myself more, and the things that I need, and the people I need to be around, and the things I was doing was contradictory to my soul and my abilities and the things that I needed in my life, Nah, exactly. Hey, what's up, DJ Flower? So, yeah, like I said, at the beginning, moving is it's draining, it's hard to do, but it's all, metaphorically speaking and physically speaking, it's part of the process of letting things go. You have to let go. You have to let go of bullshit people in your life. You have to let go of bullshit things in your life. You can't keep on holding on to shit that's going to hinder you. It's very stressful. It is, but, risk and reward, are you willing to take the risks to receive the rewards that you want in life? Exactly. You can't help anybody, and you burn yourself out after a while. It's like, how many times, 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, however many times, especially if it's family, because you love them with your heart and soul, and you're like, dude, or
it hurts you to see them continuously go through the same cycles of self-destruction.
Exactly.
So it's like, it really does become draining, but
But it's more draining on yourself, and like he says, you have to love yourself before you love everybody else, because in the end, you have to deal with you and the consequences that all that happens after that, And now they're all happy and shit, and you're like, fuck, now I'm all fucked up again. Now what do you do?
And they'll never be happy, because like all they'll ever do is gain like a couple breaths of air, and before they sink back down. Because if they're not learning from you of how to operate their lives,
hey, what's up, Millie Mill?
Of how to be positive individuals and approach each day with a positive mindset. If they're not really learning that, if they are just calling you so that they can complain and get their life, feel like their life is a little better for a couple of seconds, all they're going to get is a couple of breaths of air before they sink back down again, and then they're calling you again. So it's like, really, you have to make sure these people that are reaching out to you actually want help, and you have to explain it to them openly and honestly. Look, I do not mind helping you. I love you. I love you with all my heart. You're a piece of me. But I need you to understand this. When I give you this information, I need you to take action. If I tell you to write down 20 affirmations a day, I need you to call me. By the time you call me next time, if you have an issue, when you call me next time, I need you to call me with those 20 affirmations written down. And I need you to read those out to me, because I need to see that you're putting in work to ensure that your mental is healthy as well. That way I can assist you. But if you're not putting in the work, I will stop taking these calls. I will stop assisting you in any way, because you need to help yourself first before I can be of any assistance to your life. And that's something that you have to make sure is important that people get. You understand? So like, protect yourself, protect your energy at all costs. Protect your energy.
Yeah, you can. What's? I have a war room. What do you always tell me? As far as parenting, you can't. What is it you always telling me? Because I'll be telling you the same thing. Starts with an R.
I don't know. She put me on the spot. I don't know. I have no idea what she's talking about.
It's basically like
What up?
Hey, what's up?
I don't know what the name of that is.
What's up, Barris?
Yeah.
Basically, you know, like he said, you can't like keep on reaching a hand out, extending a hand, and
Put on you when you're talking.
maybe they like to see you. You can't keep on basically, in summary, you can't keep on recycling this process over and over again. You know, let go of bullshit. Let go of bullshit that doesn't serve you anymore. Especially with this moon, we just were under last night, and the new moon that passed before that. Like all this with the retrogrades and everything going on, we're going through 6 retrogrades in the next couple of months. It's going to be crazy. Things are going to slow down dramatically. This is a time of self-reflection, letting bullshit go out of your life, bullshit people, circumstances, all this shit. This is about a time of reflection and growth. All the way up into January, we have so much work to do on ourselves before we work on anybody else. People want help. Make sure they want the help, or they can fall back and you can fall back from them, and you just keep on doing you, straight up. And that's what it is, you guys. So that's my summary.
Yep.
I just felt that from my heart. I was like, man, I'm moving, like, this is a perfect backdrop right now to be able to kind of drop a little of what I'm going through and the things that, you know, came really into perspective in these last couple of days. Like I said, we haven't really been dropping a lot of stuff. I haven't really been dropping a lot of stuff because of all the different, yeah. So we love you guys. Peace, love, and light. And we see you guys later on. Bye, you guys.